Hey kids, how are ya? Well, this week I'm talking to the adults about King David. Okay? Well, you maybe know some stories already about David. Probably the most famous story about David is David and Goliath. Have you heard that story about David and Goliath? This big, tall guy, and just with a little sling, David was able to help the armies of Israel against the Philistines and against this giant by the name of Goliath. Well, David is known for many other things in the Bible. He was a musician. He wrote many of the Psalms that we use in the Bible. And anyway, I've got a book that was given to me some time ago by somebody, and I'm going to show you the cover of it. Okay, you see that? And so there you have a picture of King David with a crown on his head and looking at the people. Now, for those of you that are learning how to write and to spell, notice something about how they spell the word king. K-O-N-G, and then there's David, D-A-V-I-D. Well, this is a book that somebody gave to me, and it is written in Norwegian. And the Norwegians, instead of saying king, they say kong, Kong David. Okay, well, in different languages, they use different words for king. Okay, and for example, in Germany, they would say Kaiser. The Kaiser is the king. And if you were in Russia a long time ago, they would say, rather than king, they would say czar. Okay? So there's lots of different words for king. And in fact, at the time of David, a word in Hebrew, the language of the Old Testament, the word is Messiah. Okay? Messiah, anointed one. Okay? So anyway, just to say that David is a very important player, a character in the story of God and God's people. And this week we're celebrating the story of David and the promise that God made to David that there would always be a king, a descendant of David. And we celebrate that at Christmas, when we celebrate Jesus as the descendant of David, as Jesus, our King. All right, thanks. See you next week. Bye-bye.